All right, thank you for joining us today. And in this video, we are going to differentiate len functions, right? Natural log functions. I think we have 6 questions or 5 questions. So let's go through quick and then we are done from here, right? So we've learned how to differentiate, natural log functions, which is the len function, right? So let's just go through quick and then we are done. So as I said, for us to differentiate a len function, when y is equal to len of x, y prime will be equal to 1 divided by what is inside the parentheses times the derivative of what is inside the parentheses. So this is how we differentiate len function, right? So what will be y prime here? Now, as I said, anytime you are differentiating a function and you see a constant multiplying the function or dividing the function, all you need to do is factor it out. That's all. Just bring it out since it's multiplying or dividing, right? Then you focus on the function. So now we are focusing on how to differentiate ln x, and that's what even we learned here. So to differentiate ln x, 1 divided by what is inside the parentheses times the derivative of what is inside the parentheses. So what are we going to get? 4 here, 1 over x. Then when I differentiate x using the power rule, I get 1. So this is going to be 4 times 1 over x, which is 4 over x. Very simple. Very, very simple. Let's look at the b. Applying the same idea, y prime will be equal to 1 divided by what is inside the parentheses, which is 2x minus 6, times the derivative of what is inside the parentheses, which is this. So this is going to be 1 divided by 2x minus 6 times, when I differentiate 2x, I get 2. When I differentiate 6, I get 0. So I'm going to have 2 divided by 2x minus 6. Now you can leave your answer here, but if you look at this and you look at it very well, you can do some simplification here. At the denominator, I can factor 2 out, which will be x minus 3. And then now this 2 will cancel this 2. So we are going to have something like 1 divided by x minus 3. But if you cannot see, you can just leave your answer here and it's also right. Good. Now let's look at C. We want to differentiate this. So the same process, 1 divided by what is inside the parentheses times the derivative of what is inside the parentheses. So what are we going to get? 1 divided by x to the power 5 times power rule. 5 drops down, maintain x to the power 5 and subtract 1. So 1 divided by this times 5x to the power 4. Now this will cancel this. The 4 will cancel the 5. So we are going to have something like 5 divided by x, right? Good. Because we have x, 4 of them, we have 5 of them. So it will just cancel out. Let's look at D. Y prime will be equal to 1 divided by what is inside the parentheses times the derivative of what is inside the parentheses. So 1 divided by 10x times, when I differentiate 10x, I just factor 10 out and differentiate x and get 1. Now 10 cancel 10 and I get 1 divided by x. Now let's look at the last one. Y prime will be equal to 1 divided by what is inside the parentheses, right? Times the derivative of what is inside the parentheses. Same thing. But 1 divided by 6 over s can rotate them. So we are going to have x divided by 6 because of the 1 divided by this. So it will just bring the denominator up and then the 6 down. Now don't forget, this can be written as 6 to the power minus 1, right? This right here can be written as this. And then using the power rule, since 6 is constant multiplying the function, we factor it out here. Then we use the power rule to differentiate x to the power minus 1. So minus 1 drops down, then x minus 1 minus 1. We need to subtract 1. And we are going to have x times 6 times minus x to the power minus 2. Now 6 cancels 6. So we are going to be left with x times x to the power minus 2. And we can apply indices here, and this is the same as x to the power 1 minus 2 because the base are the same, so we add the exponent. Here is 1. So when you add 1 plus minus 2, you get this. And this is going to give us x to the power minus 1, which is the same as 1 over x, right? So that's the idea. Somebody can also write it as x times 1 divided by x squared. And it'll be like, okay, one of the x will cancel one of the x, and you get 1 over x. Now, I'll show you some shortcut here. Now, y is equal to 6 divided by x. This is the same as, we can simplify y and write it as ln of 6 minus ln of x. And then what is y prime? When I differentiate ln 6, I'm going to get 0 because I'm going to have 1 divided by 6 times the derivative of what's inside the bracket, which is 6. When I differentiate a constant, I get 0, so everything goes 0 because this is a constant. So this will be 0 minus, when I differentiate ln x, what am I going to get? 1 over x, as we all know. So 1 over x, and then this is going to give us minus 1 over x. So meaning that I left some minus here. It's good that I even verified from here. So there is minus right here that I need to bring it. Okay, so because of that, I'm not even going through here. It's the same thing, but let me do it that way. So this is going to be minus that. Okay, let me write it here. This is the same as x times minus 1 over x squared. And one of the x will cancel one of the x here. So we are going to have minus 1 over x, which is right. So this is the group quiz, which is just minus 1 over what? That. So these are all natural log functions that we wanted to learn how to differentiate. All right. See you in the next video.